Time to do the continuation of the ranking all the tech trees in World of Warships. So last time we did American, this time we're doing Japanese. So gonna do the same thing as last time. Gonna go through the tech tree, well, the ships that don't appear in tech tree first, then tech tree. We'll touch on the other ones that are currently special edition ones right now, and then end it off with the ones in the store. Alright, so I don't know how to I'm not even gonna try to pronounce half the names of these ships. But I don't even know how, like, is it Tachabani? Tachabani? Tichabani? Something like that. This is one of the little free ones that they gave out. I haven't really, I don't really play this ship much, so, and looks wise, it kind of just looks like a square on a hull. Katori, tier 2 cruiser, slow as hell. The addition of the airplane is cool. Other than that, I don't really. I mean, I played it a decent amount, but it's just a bit too slow. Looks wise, it just kind of looks like a fishing boat that they're like, all right, let's put guns on it. Next is the Misaka, one of the few, I believe, might be the only Japanese ship in the game that is still around in real life. A, what's it called? Pre-dreadnought type battleship. It is a bit slow. Kind of does have bad turret traverse angles. But looks-wise, probably one of my favorite ships. So I'm just, also like last time, I'm putting stuff down on the list, so. The only thing I don't really like about it is just the kind of turret traverse. I can get by the slow speed because she is only tier 2. And I don't quite really like the camouflage of Misaka. I mean, it's still interesting. Like, it stands out, kind of looking a little bit like an Oreo cookie with the black hull, white superstructure, then black masts. Next is Awaki, tier 3 cruiser, if she would like to load. Playing wise, play wise, I don't really, because I don't really go down to tier 2 that much, so played Awaki. I think that's because Awaki, for some, I think might be my only tier 3 cruiser, so once in a while I'll go through them. Not only tier 3, only tier 3 only tier 3 legendary. Play style, okay. Other than that, I mean, kind of bad torpedo angles for anything kind of in the front of the ship. Looks wise, kind of just meh, not bad, not really good. Probably due to just how far forward the superstructure is. Kind of reminds me of one of the Great Lakes ships. Next, last for this section, so I move on to the tech tree, is the Yamato. Play style wise, a lot of people say this ship's good. I'm not sure if it's like a specific commander ability you have to have on it or something, but I just, because like I'm good in other ships, it's just Yamato's the one ship that no matter how good I am at literally any other battleship in the game, I just like suck in Yamato. It's the only battleship that I can't really, I don't know how to play Yamato. That's really the only, I can play every other ship fine besides Yamato. On the other hand, though, when I do end up getting like a good salvo in nice, and looks wise pretty good. Pretty good. Although looks wise starts to change when you kind of focus more, like if you just pay attention more to the superstructure, like that tower kind of looks a little bit odd, but other than that, still pretty good. Just let me put this one down on the list. Nope, not fucking Yamaha. My phone, for some reason, to like, yeah, Yamato is the same as Yamaha. Because, yeah. Okay, tech tree, we will go through the destroyers first. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the ones that the ship names that I don't know how to say. So probably most of the, not most of, but a decent amount of fucking destroyers. I think I might be fine with most of the cruisers. Definitely fine with all the battleships besides, I believe, this one and the carriers. So yeah, destroyer wise, this one is a nice little one. Most of these ships I haven't played, so I'm just probably gonna go off of stuff that I've heard and looks and just kind of stuff I'm assuming. Like, for example, the front torp launchers probably don't get too many good angles frontwards. Looks wise, okay, not really my favorite because it just like the superstructure feels like should be like that thing that the fucking bridge sits on, feels like that should be like more wider a little bit. So yeah, Waukita kind of just there. I feel like suffers a bit from small superstructure syndrome. This one to me stands out with the rest of the Japanese destroyers, well, at least like the early ones. This one, I mean, well, actually, wait. This one could be a sister ship to the other one that I have, the Tachibana or whatever the hell it's called. And also it looks like there probably used to be something mounted there. I'm assuming that might be something that changes with the hull B modification. So yeah, this ship's kind of just here. I might go through and redo these videos once I have all the ships, because I do know some ships drastically change with the hull B modification. Ships like for example, what the fuck's the one, like Phoenix or Wyoming, especially Wyoming. You'd believe that Wyoming's two entirely different ships if you didn't see the name thing. This one, I do like this one. It does away with having like too small of a superstructure. I do not know how to, I should probably start to learn how to pronounce the names of these ships. But we just add this one to the list, and of course I'm yawning again. Lovely. Continue going through. I'll do line by line. Next is, wait. Oh yeah, that was the one I just said. Fubuki. Yeah, that's pretty sure how that's pronounced. Looks wise, which, yeah, at this point I think for ships I don't have, I'm just gonna go looks wise, because that's mainly what this is, because that's pretty much judging, and I guess kind of in first impressions for some ships. So maybe I'll start doing this when, well, I get my first impressions on World of Warships with the thing, but can't wait when I finally go through to do it on War Thunder, because half the shit in that I didn't, just from the little bit that I have seen, because I went through and looked at all the fucking premium vehicles I didn't even know existed. Anyway, getting off topic. Looks wise, pretty good, solid destroyer, other than this random ass like crane that's there but not on the side. That that kind of bothers me. Same thing with those there. I believe that for lifeboats, I just hate when ships aren't symmetrical, and I keep yawning. That's not good. I mean, granted, it is 10:30 at night, so I'm gonna try to go through. So I Fubuki there. I don't know how to pronounce the name of this one. I do like the look of this ship a lot. The only thing I don't like is that weird nub thing on the side of the turret. And I guess those kind of random bubble things there. That's kind of okay, but just with the on the turret and the bubble things, that's just kind of like the turret gotta look good for it to look good as well. Kagero or Kagaro, pronounce one of those, I believe. Does away with the bubble thing on the. I'm assuming those are like 5s. Yeah, like 5-inch guns. Yeah, I do like this ship a lot. Like looks, I just wanna. I really look forward to when I start working on the Japanese main line, like the main destroyer line, because I believe these are what, the tour boats. Actually, you know what? No, because there's like goddamn saddle things on. But yeah, I believe these ones are like the tour boat line, and then the second one's the gunboat line. So hopefully, hopefully I get around to doing this sometime soon. But I know I have a bunch of other tech trees to do. I believe the Japanese ones kinda in the middle of my list of tech trees to get done, which I should probably work on that. I should probably hurry up, finish American one, then probably Russian, Italian while it's still small, and yeah. Yagumo, which is what, this the tier 8? Yeah, this is the tier 8. Yeah, I do like the Yagumo. Kinda superstructure I feel like could be a little bit wider, but other than that, I do like the look of Yagumo, and still can't wait to get this tech tree done, because I believe, especially if these ones are the towed boats. Also, I'm assuming it's pronounced Yagumo. It could be pronounced something else. I believe I said it earlier, but I do apologize if I mispronounce the names of some of these. Next is the second line. Minakaze, whichever one it is. Kind of looks a bit just like, I feel like the superstructure should be a little bit up more, like on how it is on Mizuki, where it pops up more. So it's kind of got, or yeah, it does pop up more, but I feel like it doesn't pop up quite enough with how the bow looks, or it just depends on how you look at it. I do like the style of the Japanese destroyers. Not really their cruisers that kind of have that, like their early line cruiser style that we'll see in a second when I get to the cruiser line. But for destroyers, I do like that, so Z. And then I don't know how to pronounce this one. Bridge wise, it looks weird. Like, I feel like I don't know, the windows on the bridge kind of look like too small. A little bit, like it looks like they should be a bit bigger, but I don't think there's really a good sense of scale in this game. Because give or take, this ship's about, give or take, 200 foot or something like that. I don't believe, like, look at that, those houses there. Now, yes, they might only be Like, alright, that blue one there, I'm assuming that's probably like, give or take 30 foot. Yeah, I believe that would be somewhere from the end of the ship to like the second turret, but I mean, yeah, again, it's also further away, but it looks like it just goes from like the end of the ship to the end to the AA gun right there before the most rear turret. But the bridge just looks a bit weird for me. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that name. I'm definitely gonna be saying that a lot in some of these videos. This ship kinda, and it's kind of ones like that's just kind of like there. I don't necessarily like it, but I don't really hate it. I mean, superstructure looks a bit skinny, like it kind of looks like it is placed like a brick standing up. That's kind of it for this ship. Akazuki. My opinions on this ship might change. This might be one of the ones that end up like kind of getting on my favorite list because of play style, not because of looks. But I heard Akazuki's a good gunboat, so let's see if this one would be able to take the spot of my favorite Tier 7 gunboat, which would be black currently, unless they add a new premium Tier 7 or something like that. And then this one, basically just a bigger Akazuki. So kind of same thing there, might be better playstyle. Alright, cruisers. This one's just like I feel like the bridge could look a little bit better. I mean, other than that, yeah. Also, I'm not judging these by like the video game designers versus like the real version of the ship. I'm just judging it as like, because well, yeah, at one point or another, obviously this is what the ship looked like in real life. But I'm still like judging it as if I was walking by the docks looking at ships. For the looks wise. Again, kind of same type of weird, like, superstructure pushed all the way to the forward. Don't really like it. Kuma, I believe the hull B is interesting. Do I have that? Yeah, I have the hull B. How much is this ship? Maybe I'll check it. 85. I kind of want to check what it looks like with the hull B because I know I did do that once before, but nah. This ship looks decently okay. Other than that, I don't like this ship. Guns are too slow turning for me, and it's just kind of a frustrating ship to play, but at least I have it fully grinded out. A boa, I don't know why, there's just something about a boa that I just really like the design of. Even though the bridge kind of has those like armor plating looking Johns over the windows, so a boa, that's gonna be one of the ones that go on the list. If I can figure out where to... Shit, I can't tell if you're a light or... Wait, alright. Light cruisers typically from like 6 to up. Hold up, I gotta check. Alright, Cleveland, I know she has 6-inch guns. Specs, artillery. Alright, 450... What? 452s are 6-inch guns? And then... Oh yeah, because 127 is like 5. Alright, so 452s are like 6, and then 8 inches are around like 200, right? Yeah, around 203s, something around then. So using this, because I'm just gonna go off of like kind of what would be the Allies standards or something like that. Oh yeah, 203, so she got 8, so she's a heavy. That's what I figured. Yes, I do have the list separated from light cruiser and heavy cruiser. So I will probably have to check gun. I'm assuming most of these are heavy cruisers, so. Wait a minute. Oh my! I just fucking real a boa. That I don't think that's how it's pronounced. I've fucking read the ship for like the entire 3 years I played the game. I always read it as the fucking B before the O. I think it's Oba. I'm probably still gonna call it a boa. Yet again, I did say that when I fucking read Nornberg's name wrong for the first year I played the game, but now I call it the correct pronunciation. But yeah, I'm probably still gonna call it a boa. Miyoku, starting with the triple front mounted main battery, which I do like that. I don't know why. Just even though it's kind of impractical. Well, at least for this game, like if you're, oh, God, sorry for yawning again. Probably gonna keep fucking saying that. For playing this game, for it's kind of impractical because you have to like angle a lot more to get all your guns. But if in real life, like you're using this to like bombard something, then yeah, interesting superstructure. Are those pontoons or are those wings? I want to say no. Those are probably yeah. Those look to be pontoons for the float plane. I believe that plane's in War Thunder. I don't think that's an A6M, but it might be. Oh shit, that's what I forgot to do today because we continued working on the hood and that stuff. I forgot to fucking do the update. Oh wait, never mind. Well, yeah, I mean that video is probably gonna come out within this week, so not this week, next week. Just because it's Friday, which hopefully that video does well. Alright, next is Mogami. I'm not really a fan of Mogami, mainly because like I feel like the not like the top kind of bridge part there, I feel like is a little bit too high. Not like a little bit too high, but like it just seems like there should be like a little bit, like maybe one more layer above it. I don't really like the idea of having superstructure the absolute, not superstructure, the bridge, the absolute top part of the superstructure, not counting the, because I'm assuming all that's like radar or aiming stuff. Ibuki, a lot better. Like it might be because of that. I forget what that it might. I believe it's called like a bridge guard or some wind guard, something like that, to where it doesn't look like it just like ends with the thing there. And it also got the triple turret. Well, I believe Mogami has a triple turret as well. Yeah, Mogami has it, but Ibuki's kind of just yeah. Yeah, Ibuki's kind of just a better looking Mogami. So I'm gonna put this on the list just to double check. I mean, I'm pretty sure those are 8-inch. Yeah, those are 8. Alright, so you go in the heavy list. Shit, back too far. Next, battleships. This one's gonna be quick because I don't really have much to say about most of the battleships. I just, spoiler alert, I don't really like the look of majority of them. This one, yeah, not really a big fan of. Just kind of a little bit of lack of superstructure. Like, I don't mind that it looks like kind of everything's part around. It's just, I feel like mainly for like the bridge part. Like if the bridge, if the bridge was like where that, actually that might be what the hull B modification. No, it still looks like it keeps that as that. But yeah, I don't really like the ship. Congo, I do like. It's one of the few Japanese tech tree ships I do like. And then this Gold Week camouflage that I got from like the first Gold Week just makes it 10 times better. Not gonna lie, if they get the Gold Week camouflages back, which they might be back in, was it last update? Or I forget. Are they back right now? I'm not gonna get distracted but when the Gold Week camouflages and stuff come back, I'm definitely gonna get this one for Yamato. But yeah, so Congo kinda, this one only real Japanese tech tree battleship that I like. So yeah, Congo. Although playstyle wise, I don't really like. I feel like the guns are a bit of an underperformer, but she does have good speed. Fuso, Legos stacked on top of each other, or way better, cylindrical Death Star. Well, Death Star 2. That's what it looks like. With the very, I don't understand, because I believe, yeah, that had to be one of the rebuilds. Sometimes when they rebuilt warships because of the naval treaties that had goofy ass gun arrangements like this, they took out the guns. Well, they took out some of the guns. Why couldn't they like have took out that gun at least, like at least that one, and do the superstructure different? And if you take out that one and you want to take out that one, then yeah, you could have. I mean, well, never mind, because it has the airplane catapult there. But yeah, Fuso just kind of tall. Nagato, meh. I don't really like how the main bridge looks. Amangi, kind of same thing that. Wait a minute, is that literally fucking Nagato's bridge copy and pasted? What the fuck? That looks like it's literally just Nagato's bridge copy and pasted. I've never realized. Yeah, that is basically damn near the same thing. I have never noticed that, and I've looked at these ships millions of times. I've never noticed that they have the same bridge. And then Azumo, I don't really like. I don't mind the triple turret thing at the front, but the fucking bridge, man. Why couldn't you have just given her like the standard Yamato bridge? Or the bridge of the current campaign ship? As you can probably tell, I don't really like the look of the ship. Carriers, Hosho. Hosho's a nice little carrier. The only thing is, like, kind of looks like a little bit too small for my, like, compared to the size of the airplanes. Like, I feel like either the planes should have been smaller, which that probably wrong, or the carrier should have been a bit bigger. I mean, it could, fuck. Could be carrier tender, I feel like would probably work a lot better, but I couldn't really see as an actual, like, in real world. I mean, obviously they probably use it as a carrier, but I believe they may have had this one decommissioned by the time of World War II. Next, Ryugio, if that's the correct pronunciation, or it's, I believe, like, it translated into English is Prancing Dragon, which Prancing Dragons would most likely hear me call this carrier very often, as I do, not gonna lie, that sounds a lot cooler than fucking Ryugio. So, I mean, I'm still gonna write down its name as the same on the list. Let me write it down right real quick. So yeah, Regio. Interesting. I believe, what was it? She had like 2 hangar decks inside, which is why she's really tall. She did have, in real life, not quite the best career due to being a bit top heavy. Oh, the whole B variant of this looks a hell of a lot better than like the standard one, cause like look at that. It's just, I mean, the sides look pretty much the same, but like the front, like look at that. Like first off, they basically cut down. Well, they added a deck when they did the upgrades, and just the front of the flight deck, especially the bridge. It looks like they slapped a cruise ship bridge on it before cruise ships were a thing. Well, I mean, they probably were a thing, but I much prefer this look better than the pre-upgraded one, and it makes me a lot more happy that I got the ship back and put the hull B on it, so every time I look through carriers on the tech trees, I don't have to see that abomination. Next, Shokaku. That's I like saying the word Shokaku. That's a fun word to say. I believe that one has, nope, those are dive bombers. Yeah, those aren't zeros, I believe. Shokaku, kind of basic. Looks a lot better. Like, see how the tips of the wings of the planes aren't over the edge? Besides this motherfucker right here. This one goddamn bastard that for some reason like isn't scooted over the tiniest bit, even though they literally have the same amount of space. Yeah, there's this fucker here that's gonna annoy me now that I fucking found that out. But yeah, I do like Shokaku. It's a good looking carrier. Just add this down, so JN. You know, gotta write it down with the fancy spelling for the O. And then I guess we'll take a quick step at collections. Wrong thing. Misaka 23. I do like this paint scheme a lot better, even though I'm assuming it's probably the exact same ship. But I do like, because it kind of, the hull looks more camouflaged than just a black. Oh shit, I believe the barbettes for the turrets got 2. Sadly though, to get the fucking crates to get this, I need a Japanese tier 6 to tier 8 ship. The issue is that I have only tier 5 and legendary. So I have kind of been debating on, I'd probably go with Nagato, like boosting it, whatever, yeah, like boosting one of the ships to get there and then get it so I can get Misaka 23, but at the same time it's like I kind of already got the ship. I mean, I would like to get it, but yeah, probably won't really be able to get it. But at least I already got the original Misaka. Although, what was the one ship that it was like a fucking different variant of... Hold up, give me a second to think. What was the ship? I know there's this one ship that I was thinking of that I liked, like one of its older variants, and oh yeah, I'm still one of the ships, like, you know, like how there are just Tiger 59, Belfast 43, Cossack 38, and then now Misaka 2020, right? That was what it was, or was it 2021? Hold up, I gotta check that, because if not, that's gonna annoy me. No, it's Misaka 23. I would like to see Nevada, like a Nevada, I don't know, maybe put it as, I believe, what was it, 44 when it got rebuilt, like the rebuilt Nevada after Pearl Harbor, like that, like have it Nevada 40, well, Nevada 45 there, because I know it was like that in 1945. Ooh, what you call it? What's that one? Fucking 4th of July is coming up. Maybe that could be like a, maybe that could be a 4th of July, like the John they did to get the Agincourt. Just saying, Wargaming, if you happen to A, stumble across my low quality crappy video, and B, make it this far. Alright, so anyway, this ship, Awami, I do like it, and I might get this campaign ship, because it's basically like the equivalent, the brawling ship for the high tier brawler for the Japanese Navy. And it got torpedoes. I love torpedoes, even though I don't fucking use them half the time. Alright, just real quick, check with special. Yeah, none of these, that's British, that's German, I'm assuming. Forge, we got nothing in Forge. I kind of wish there was a little bit more ways to earn steel in the game. Just a tiny bit more, like, I don't know, maybe 1 steel per battle for each premium ship would be somewhat better. Or like for certain premium ships. Yet again, I wonder if you get steel if you win with any of these ships. I don't know. Alright, so here... Alright, Japan. Yahagi, playing-wise, I don't really like this ship. Looks-wise, I'd say she's decent, but playstyle-wise, I don't really like this ship. Miyogi, I remember when Miyogi dropped, I was just kind of looking like, this is interesting. This one's not really, I don't really like the look of it, but like I find it interesting, if that makes sense. Like I like it because it's interesting, not because it looks good. Which there's also some stuff that I do, like ships that I do like because of that, because it's more interesting instead of like actually looking good. So I'm gonna add Miyogi to the list. Next, Hyuga, one of the ships that I do want to eventually get. Also, I would like to see Izzy, basically Hyuga's sister ship. I would like to see her in the game, but as her kind of carrier, like battle carrier thing that they tried out. Where pretty much with that, I know, I believe they have it on a different version of the game, but they have like the 2 back turrets taken off, a flight deck kind of built there, and then I believe maybe these 2 turrets may have been taken off, or maybe like one of them. I mean, if I did it, I'd take these 2 turrets off to add more of a flight deck, and still have the front 2 turrets, so then you don't have to show broadside and chance of shell going inside the flight deck there and all that. But yeah, Hyuga, definitely 100% ship that I do have to get at one point. You just gotta put this, and also looks good as well. Like play style, just from going up against them. Like they're one of the Hyuga is the battleship I dread the most when I log in to when I go into a tier 5 battle. I dread every time I see a Hyuga on the enemy team. Actually, just to make things easier, because I'm already on the battleship portion of the... That kind of low-key scared me a little bit, not gonna lie, because I just, like... Because these got moved back? Why did these get moved around, actually? I just realized that, because I knew, yeah, these were all like that, but then Mutsu, Ashikata, and all of these were all moved around. Huh. Alright, so Mutsu is also discounted too. Mutsu is, I think, another, like, I do find it a lot more interesting. Definitely has a better looking superstructure, at least, like, bridge-wise, plus torpedoes. That's like an automatic, like, 5 more points towards my favoritism. So, not 5 more points, that's like an automatic, like, 20 more points towards my favoritism, so... The Fuso will be added to... I remember when I first started playing this game, Fuso was... Fuso was the one ship I dreaded the most in Tier 5. California just kind of because I got a lot better at aiming, so I kind of know where to aim more to do damage against the California, but it's still... Mutsu because of the torpedoes. Shikata, I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. Shikata, she is interesting. Although, I wish she kind of had a bit more of a superstructure. So that's basically for that. And then, let me go through... I don't know. Keel? Kai? Wait, how would something with a L look? I forget what they're... Alright, let's go over what quick kill. Alright, yeah, those are eyes. Key? Maybe? I do like this ship. Very interesting design. Also torpedo tubes. That's like 110% totally not the reason. So, yeah, let me just add this to the list. I know I'm gonna look back on these videos of just going through rating this, at least the World of Warships ones. I say rating, it's more of me just judging how it looks. The War Thunder ones are going to be interesting because that's when I'm actually going to take the time to look through the tech trees. Although those ones might be a bit longer because some of the tech trees have a shit ton of vehicles. Alright, fuck. Now I gotta go all the way back here. Cruisers. Azuma. Meh. Azuma's kind of just... there. I preferred basically the sister ship of Azuma. Like there's a few small differences that I liked, and also torpedoes, but not really torpedoes. I don't know. It may have been the paint scheme. That could have been why. It might just be this paint scheme, but I preferred the fucking other one that was mathematically able to get. Yeah, some fucking bullshit. Huh? What? I didn't say anything. Suzuya. Meh. Not really a big fan. I mean, looks like got some rubber bands around the funnel, but looks wise, don't really like Suzuya. Yabar. Yeah, I don't really like. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I feel like this would look. I think because I look at it as a cruiser, it annoys me. I feel like this should be, like, demoted to a destroyer. But yes, so let me. Alright, cruiser. I can already tell this one's a light cruiser, so. JN. Oh, it might be pronounced Yabari. Now that I fucking actually looked at the. I just glanced at the names for half the ships. Otago. I mean, I like Otago's paint scheme because of like the blue with the grays looks nice, but other than that, it's just kind of meh. Although there's a lot more interesting than the other one, like how it kind of just gently slopes up there. And then last but not least is Zuhao, the Tier 5 Premium Flat Top Carrier. I do kind of have a soft spot for most flat tops. So, well, yeah, I do have a soft spot for flat top carriers. I'm assuming flat top was. I kind of get a bit confused. I'm assuming flat top was like when there's no island. I mean, to me that's kind of like what a flat top is, like the carriers that don't have an island. But I could be wrong. Flat top could mean something else. But yeah, I do really like Zuhao, and that's basically going to be it for this video. Not as many ships as with the American tech tree, but still, I mean, I do kind of prefer that instead of having to spend like another hour-long video. And yeah, that's basically it for this video, pretty much, right? Any ships I forgot? Also, I know there's like some people that might be watching, so maybe I should take a look at the at the live chat. Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, well, anyway, that's gonna be the end of this video, and this will be Alpha 118 signing off. Ah, a bit shorter than last one.